Cork Examiner, Saturday, March 2nd, 1991. Alan Hansen delivered another devastating blow to Liverpool on the eve of tomorrow's title showdown against Arsenal when he followed Kenny Dalglish's lead by quitting the game. The 35-year-old Anfield stalwart, second favourite to inherit the manager's chair, rocked supporters by declaring, "I don't want the job." Like Dalglish 8 days before him, Hansen is walking away from the game. He sat in the same chair in the Bob Paisley lounge as his fellow Scot to announce his retirement. "I'm announcing my retirement from the game due to injury. I won't be playing again and won't be pursuing a career in coaching or management," he announced bluntly. "I thought it better to end speculation, to avoid any suggestion of sour grapes if I had quit after a new manager had been appointed." Many at Liverpool had assumed Hansen would surrender his fight against a decrepit right knee, which has plagued him for 3 years, to seize the managerial opportunity offered by Dalglish's dramatic departure. The former manager had nominated him as his first-choice successor. But his refusal to stay at the club he joined 14 years ago indicates a deeper internal crisis than the club have so far admitted. Though the rumours linking John Toshak to a return to his old club from Spain grow stronger by the day, Liverpool chairman Noel White has insisted that yesterday's announcements torpedoed their plans for the succession, when he said, "His record here has been first class, and it could well have been a possibility that he could have stayed in another capacity. It's a very sad day because Alan has given us 14 years of wonderful service, and he will be very difficult to replace on the staff." Hansen, signed by Paisley for £100,000 from Partick Thistle, echoed Dalglish when he said his decision had grown on him over a long period. "I never really had any inspirations to stay in football when I gave up. I enjoyed playing, but I decided when I retired that would be it. I've had some fantastic times, and that is what I want to be remembered by. I made my mind up 3 weeks ago and was only waiting for the papers to come through. I was as shocked as anyone to see what happened with Kenny Dalglish. I had a final scan 2 weeks ago to see the condition of my right knee, and the specialist advised me to finally pack it in. I prepared myself mentally. I came back and played a few games in the reserves and the A-team, but if I could play 1 week, I could not play the next. The right knee would not take the strain of playing. I could train, but I could not play. I knew for quite a while that I was in a bit of trouble." Hansen, who made all but 118 of his 728 appearances for Liverpool, scoring 21 goals and won a miserly 26 Scottish caps. But he walked away with great pride at his achievements at Anfield. "My last game was against QPR last season when we won the title, which was a hell of a way to go out. With a championship winning game as my last one, I will always be able to look back and say I went out in style. There are so many memories, but the main ones are captaining a double-winning team in 1986 and winning a treble under Joe Fagan in 1984. Caretaker manager Ronnie Moran is getting used to Friday morning shocks and said, "It is a sad loss for the club, but as I have said so often this week, life goes on." You talk about Beckenbauer, who had a high status throughout the world, and I am surprised Alan was not recognised more than he was after all he achieved and everything he won. Liverpool have lost twice since Dalglish quit last week, but Hansen said, "I don't firmly believe Liverpool will beat Arsenal, and I also firmly believe Liverpool will win the title." March and April are the months when they always come strong, and all they need is the break of the ball and a bit of confidence. There is no reason why they can't go on to win the championship, because they are quite capable of a run of 10 wins as they have done in the past. With Arsenal now level on points and games with a superior goal difference, caretaker manager Ronnie Moran knows Liverpool must reassert themselves in front of the television cameras. But on the record, he insists, if we lose against Arsenal, the season will not be finished. There would only be 3 points in it, and that's only one game. Central defender Gary Gillespie could make a dramatic return to boost the weak heart of Liverpool's defence after being out for 6 weeks with a calf injury. He completed his comeback in the reserves last night and is included in a 15-man squad. Arsenal manager George Graham has Anders Limpar available again after missing 3 matches with damaged ankle ligaments, but refuses to give away his game plan. Paul Davis, dropped for the strength of youngster David Hillier in midfield for the midweek FA Cup. Win at Shrewsbury looks likely to return, but Graham insists I'm not listening to talk of Liverpool in crisis. People in football are not saying that, and that's the only thing I listen to. They've not suddenly become a bad team over 2 games.